Welcome to the Dodgers Blue News channel. Before the news, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Now, let's get to the Dodgers news.
Hey, Dodgers fans! Get ready because today we're diving into 4 major moves that could turn this team into something even more special. The Dodgers have a chance to cement a truly historic dynasty by bringing in these 4 free agents in this new wave of signings. And look, nothing, absolutely nothing, is stopping this team from going all out in their quest for a three-peat. The Toronto Blue Jays came close, but in the end, the team everyone expected to win from the start of the season, the Los Angeles Dodgers, did indeed secure their second consecutive World Series title. We're now talking about 3 World Series championships in the last 6 years and 5 appearances in the last 9 years. The Dodgers have clearly built a dynasty, and what's even more impressive for the other 29 fanbases is that there's no sign this team is slowing down anytime soon. The Dodgers core remains intact, and with no salary cap in place, nothing is stopping Los Angeles from making the best team in baseball even better. Sure, the other 30 teams can also spend as much as they want, but no team has shown the same willingness to go above and beyond as the Dodgers. There may not be a Shohei Ohtani or a Yoshinobu Yamamoto available on the free agent market this winter, but Los Angeles can still strengthen its dynasty by signing these 4 players this offseason. Let's start by talking about right-handed pitcher Robert Suárez. Look, this would really be something special. Robert Suárez has spent all 4 years of his major league career with the San Diego Padres and, during that time, has established himself as one of the best closers in the National League. Considering how inconsistent the Dodgers bullpen was in 2025, why not give Suárez a shot in Dodger Blue? A year after recording 36 saves, Suárez racked up 40 saves in 2025, leading the league in that category. His 76 saves over the past 2 years also put him at the top of the majors, and he's posted an ERA below 3 during that span. The Dodgers signing of former Padres reliever Tanner Scott didn't turn out to be a great choice, but relievers can be extremely volatile. No one can say Suárez wouldn't shine in Dodger Blue or that Scott couldn't bounce back in 2026. Suárez would bring exactly what was missing in the key moments of the season: consistency at the end of games. Having a reliable arm to close out tight contests would take pressure off the rest of the bullpen and give manager Dave Roberts a trusted option in those situations where every pitch matters. His experience handling pressure in big divisional matchups would be a valuable bonus, especially since he already knows the West Coast rivals well. In addition, his ability to pitch in back-to-back games would offer tactical flexibility that could make all the difference in a long campaign toward a 3rd straight championship. Now let's talk about Bo Bichette. Speaking of bringing in stars from rival teams, why not Bo Bichette? Toronto Blue Jays fans are heartbroken after that devastating World Series loss, and the Dodgers could make things even tougher for them by signing Bichette, arguably the best infielder available on the market. As Dodgers fans saw firsthand during the World Series, even when he wasn't anywhere near his best form, Bichette is an exceptional hitter. He finished tied for second in hits during the regular season despite missing much of September due to injury and has recorded 175 or more hits in 4 of the past 5 years. Bichette simply produces results, and often performs even better with runners in scoring position. Of course, defense is a legitimate concern, but the Dodgers don't need to play him at shortstop with Mookie Betts already established there. Bichette could take over second base or even third if Max Muncy departs, giving this star-studded roster yet another dangerous bat for opposing teams to worry about. The offensive depth he would add to the lineup would be simply devastating for rival pitchers. Bichette would bring that aggressive, contact-driven mentality at the plate that would perfectly complement the Dodgers' style of play. His ability to make consistent contact and put the ball in play would create more opportunities to move runners and keep pressure on opposing defenses. In a lineup already packed with power from Ohtani and Betts, having someone who can handle any pitch and keep rallies alive would be an invaluable asset. His experience playing under the bright lights of the World Series, even in defeat, means he wouldn't be intimidated by the grand stage of wearing Dodger blue. And let's be honest, adding another all-star hitter of his caliber would make it nearly impossible for opposing pitchers to find a breather anywhere in Los Angeles' lineup. Bichette's arrival would represent a strategic investment in the franchise's immediate future. At just 28 years old, he's entering the prime of his career and could anchor the Dodgers' infield for years to come, ensuring continuity even as other veterans eventually slow down. His presence would also give the Dodgers greater flexibility in future negotiations, knowing they have an elite hitter capable of playing multiple positions as the team's needs evolve. Moreover, signing Bichette would send a message to the entire league that the Dodgers aren't content with maintaining the status quo, they're building something even more dominant. It would be a clear statement that this organization intends to extend its championship window for years to come, turning this dynasty into something truly enduring and terrifying for any opponent daring to challenge them. Next on the list is right-handed pitcher Edwin Díaz. As impressive as Suárez is, Edwin Díaz is a level above, and might very well be the best reliever in the game today. He recorded just 28 saves on an inconsistent New York Mets team this season, but Díaz blew only 3 save opportunities and posted a 1.63 ERA across 62 appearances. He struck out 98 batters in 66.1 innings pitched and had an ERA below 1.00 in his 50 appearances after April. Díaz allowed only 6 earned runs in 54.1 innings during that stretch, an absolutely ridiculous number. Díaz wasn't quite as dominant in 2024, but he was also recovering from a serious knee injury that kept him out for the entire 2023 season. Before that injury, Díaz had one of the most dominant seasons by a reliever in recent memory. The 2025 season proved that he's still that caliber of player when fully healthy. As mentioned earlier, relievers are notoriously volatile, but Díaz is the safest option available for the 9th inning right now. If the Dodgers want more reliability at the back end of the bullpen, they will absolutely consider investing heavily in Díaz. Having someone of his caliber closing out games would completely change the dynamic of tight contests. For Díaz, putting on a Dodgers uniform would finally mean playing for a team built to win every single year. After spending seasons carrying the weight of being the lone dependable star in the Mets bullpen, he would now be surrounded by a complete roster where he wouldn't need to be perfect every night. The pressure would be different, healthier, playing to add championships to his resume instead of just salvaging lost seasons. The winning environment in Los Angeles could unlock even more of his potential, knowing that each save contributes to something greater than individual stats. Imagine Díaz entering the 9th inning at Dodgers Stadium, the crowd roaring, knowing he's the final barrier between the team and another victory on their path to a three-peat. It would be his chance to cement his legacy as one of the greatest closers of the modern era, this time with championship rings to prove it. For the Dodgers, having Díaz on the roster would finally solve that lingering question mark that has haunted them in crucial moments. It would mean peace of mind, knowing that when the game reaches the 9th inning with a slim lead, there's an elite arm ready to lock it down. Díaz's presence would elevate the confidence of the entire team, allowing the starters to pitch more freely, knowing there's a safety net waiting at the end. Dave Roberts would have in his hands the kind of peace every manager dreams of, a closer capable of neutralizing the best hitters in baseball in the most high-pressure situations. And perhaps most importantly, in a playoff series where every game can hinge on a single pitch, having Díaz available could be the difference between moving on or going home. The Dodgers would go from excellent to practically unbeatable when holding a late lead. And finally, let's talk about Kyle Tucker. The bullpen was obviously the biggest Achilles heel for the 2025 Dodgers, but the outfield is also an area of concern. Teoscar Hernandez will play an important role in one of the spots, and even after his rough postseason, Andy Pages will likely have a starting role. But what about the third outfield position? Michael Conforto performed so poorly as the primary outfielder during the regular season that he wasn't even included on the playoff roster. Kike Hernandez will forever be remembered as a postseason legend, but he's not an everyday outfielder at this stage of his career. So, why not make a run at Kyle Tucker? He'll be the highest paid player in this year's free agent class, but who cares when you're the Dodgers? They have virtually unlimited resources and can always defer part of his contract if they want to. It's almost certain he'll be leaving the Chicago Cubs, which puts Los Angeles in a perfect position to make an aggressive offer. Tucker may not be Juan Soto, but since earning MVP votes in 2021, he's tied for 9th in Major League Baseball in WRC+ with 143 and ranks 10th in FWAR with 23.4 among qualified position players. He's undeniably one of the best players in the world, and surrounding him with this team's stars could make him even better. Imagine Tucker hitting between Ohtani and Betts in that lineup. It would be absolutely overwhelming for any opposing pitcher. Tucker would bring that perfect balance of power and consistency that every championship lineup needs. His ability to hit to all fields would make it impossible for defenses to position themselves strategically against him. In the outfield, his speed and reads off the bat allow him to cover a ton of ground, turning potential extra base hits into routine outs and saving crucial runs. His defensive versatility would give Dave Roberts tactical flexibility to adjust matchups, whether deploying him in center or at the corners. And perhaps most importantly, Tucker has that complete player mindset that fits perfectly with the Dodgers' winning culture. He's not just a numbers hitter, he's someone who impacts the game in multiple ways, stealing bases when needed, forcing mistakes from pitchers, and raising the level of everyone around him through his standard of excellence. Tucker would fit into this Dodgers roster like the final piece of an already nearly complete puzzle. His presence would create a lineup with no weak spots, opponents simply wouldn't have anywhere to hide. Placing Tucker in the middle of that batting order would mean opposing pitchers face an unrelenting gauntlet of stars, with no chance to breathe between dangerous hitters. The chemistry he would develop with Ohtani and Betts could form a devastating trio capable of deciding games in a single inning. Moreover, Tucker shares that professional, focused mindset that defines great Dodgers teams, someone who shows up every day ready to contribute, without drama or distractions. His work ethic and approach to the game would align perfectly with the culture established in the Los Angeles clubhouse. With Tucker completing the outfield, the Dodgers would finally have a fully balanced lineup at every position, turning any lingering weakness into yet another strength. Now, when we lay everything out and look at these four moves together, we're talking about something far greater than just a few signings. We're talking about building a super team capable of dominating baseball for years to come. Suárez and Díaz would once and for all fix the bullpen issues, turning what was once a weakness into an impenetrable fortress. Bichette would add offensive depth and versatility to the infield, while Tucker would complete the outfield with MVP-caliber talent. The beauty of these moves lies in how complementary they are. Each signing fills a specific need without creating redundancy or imbalance on the roster. The Dodgers wouldn't just be stacking stars for the sake of it, they'd be strategically constructing a team with no visible flaws, where every position features either an elite player or someone well above average. Of course, this would mean a massive financial investment, but for an organization with the Dodgers' resources and the ambition to build a truly historic dynasty, that's simply the price of greatness. Other teams might complain about excessive spending, but in the end, baseball rewards those willing to do whatever it takes to win. If the Dodgers managed to pull off all four of these moves, we'd be witnessing the creation of one of the most complete and dominant teams of the modern era. The three-peat would no longer be just a possibility, it would become almost inevitable. And for the other 29 fan bases around the league, well, all they could do is hope Los Angeles doesn't actually seal all these deals, because if they do, the race for the championship in the coming years might just become a formality. Now we want to hear from you. What do you think? Which of these four signings do you consider the most crucial to securing the three-peat? Suárez and Díaz to lock down the bullpen, Bichette to strengthen the infield, or Tucker to complete the outfield? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and let's debate which move would make the biggest difference in keeping this dynasty on top of the baseball world. See you next time, Dodgers Nation.